Alright, so I just got off of work. It's almost too late for me to make noise, so I'm gonna try to be quiet. Because I don't need the neighbors bitching. I'm gonna take, like I said yesterday,
Which was Monday.
I'm gonna take the pen off, the marker that I used yesterday off. Use them as calipers, and then I'll get a piece of cardboard, lay it out flat, half that, circle it, and then I'll take the rim out of take the bearing tube, the axle tube, out of the old rim, and go from there. Now I know where the exact center of my rim is. I just cut this out as close as I can with some very sharp scissors, and that's good enough for government work. And then I'll go measure the diameter of the bearing tube, half that, and then measure it with the ruler and get the correct gap in the compass. And then I'll measure that and cut that out with a razor. Always cut out a rough shape first. I'm sure some of you know this, but always cut out a rough shape first, rather than messing with that entire big thing to get it perfect the first time. I'm gonna actually go use a Dremel and make it as close and perfect as I possibly can, because these scissors are pretty fat. And, well, it's not gonna make for a nice clean cut, so I'm gonna use a Dremel. The previous clips were recorded on Monday, as far as I remember. It's now Tuesday. Yeah. Okay, so it's now Tuesday night. 22:15. I have decided, after doing about an hour or so of research, reading instructables, watching YouTube videos, I've decided that I am not going to give up on my original design. I am, however, going to revise it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pull these wooden spokes out, go and buy some new 2x4s, remeasure everything, recut everything, put my jack in the wheel and re-round it as best I can, and then I'm going to cut the spokes to the correct length. And then, because of the way these rims that I have are, there's a lip here that this one will sit on, and then there's a lip here that the other one will sit on. And then I can take something fancy. I've got a whole bunch of extension cords that are shit. Maybe I've got chain too. Make it look cool with a piece of chain in there. I ain't giving up. I was that close, but wonder how cheaply I can get a 2x4. To be continued very soon. I said to be continued, and then I remembered something else. And because the rims are the same size, I'm going to have to measure before I do anything to make sure, because I've not measured anything yet. I'm going to make the new spokes with this rim, because I know I am better than this motherfucker. Because the center's not cut out. And then, because of the way this rim is built, and the other one I have for the front, they look like they're the same size. I forgot what I was saying. Oh, it doesn't have to be jammed in there. I didn't know this before, so I did it anyway, but it doesn't have to be jammed in there as much as it is because of the way, because of these ribs, and because I can take some chain or some wire or something. I've got wire. I've got pretty heavy gauge wire from a fence. I've even got barbed wire. Ooh, that would look cool. Paint it and then put the barbed wire on. And I don't know if I've stated this recently, but the entire bike is going to be bed lined in black. Then I think I'll paint the front rim bright red. That'll be the only color on the bike, just to throw things off. Kind of like their Diamondback Release 3, where they did half of the bike red, half of the bike black. But I'm only doing the front rim as a non-nighttime color. Unless we're talking about fire, and then we're going into semantics, but yeah. Okay, I think I've said everything I need to say. Now, we will be to be continued. I had to think about that for a second there. Jesus.